In this reaction, I've got 200 milliliters of a 0.2 molar silver nitrate solution. I also have a pre-weighed 250 milliliter beaker. Finally, I've got 1.000 grams of copper metal. So this is basically what you've got set up in the HM simulation lab. However, you took the silver nitrate in 40 milliliters aliquots and added them collectively to the 250 milliliter beaker. So I'm going to go ahead and add the silver nitrate solution to the 250 milliliter beaker. There I have exactly 200 mils, and I'm going to add all of the copper metal to the silver nitrate solution. I'm going to give it a little stir. And I'm going to let this react for 24 hours. I'm going to stop the video and then I'm going to restart it. Basically, I've got the copper metal, the 1 gram, reacting with the silver nitrate solution. Actually, I can see a change already, but I am going to go ahead and give it 24 hours per the instructions in the HM labs. Here it is about an hour later, and the solution has turned a very nice light blue color, as you can see on the camera. And what was formerly copper as a solid here has definitely changed. If you recall chemical reaction types, what we have is a single displacement reaction. Basically, the silver nitrate reacting with the copper metal, undergoing the single displacement of silver with copper. So the solid that we have here inside the bottom is silver metal. Now this reaction will proceed. It's not completely changed over to silver metal yet, but it is reacting, and we would let it go for overnight. Also, what I've done, because a little bit of the copper seemed to float on top of the liquid layer, the aqueous layer, the water, I did put a stir bar in there to stir it. And if I were to let this go overnight, I would just put a watch glass over this so we don't spill anything. Put it on a light stirring just to ensure that everything stays down in there. And we will come back to you in about 12 hours. So here it is the next day. The copper metal should be fully transitioned into silver. What we have is a copper nitrate solution, a nice blue. I'm going to stop the stirring, remove the stir bar. It's just a small magnet. I use another magnet to grab it. And with any luck, I'll be able to get this out without taking any of the precious silver out. And there we have it. Now, the instructions call for a decanting of the copper nitrate solution away from the silver metal. So I have another 250 milliliter beaker here, and it's going to be a relatively simple matter to decant this. And I'm just going to do that. Now there is another little problem, is that what we end up with is a wet silver. So there you have it. That's silver metal right there. And what I will do is I'm going to stop the camera and I'm going to dry this for another 6 to 12 hours or overnight, and we'll come back to you. Okay, but there we are. That's our silver metal. And it's just a little wet. So I'm going to dry that and we'll come back to you. And so what I have here, after yet another day of waiting for this to thoroughly dry, I dried it at room temperature in a fume cupboard with a nice airflow, and I've got a nice solid silver precipitate. You would obtain the mass of this by subtracting away the empty mass of your 250 milliliter beaker by the difference between that gross mass here and the empty mass of the beaker. I would get the mass of the silver. And there you have it. It's an example of a single displacement reaction, that reaction of silver nitrate and copper metal to yield silver solid metal and copper nitrate solution. And there it is. There's our mother liquor, the aqueous portion. So that concludes the video portion of this lab, and I hope everybody's doing well. I'll see you next time.